it's Shelly. It's Style Tip. I'm sorry I'm coming to you a little later today. It's just been a really busy day for us. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. So I've actually had quite a few requests lately for ladies asking for different style tips. And I actually had a lady message me and she wanted to know, how do you wear a dress with a pair of pants? So because she said she's seen ladies do it, and she says she feels like at times it looks great and at other times she's not sure it's done right. So I'm going to give you some suggestions. It is not for everybody. So some girls, this look may not be for you. So if it isn't, that's totally fine. But I'm going to give you some suggestions on how to do that look. So today, I again like to try to wear something that is what I'm talking about. So I have on, as I would call, a very skinny jean. I'd almost call these an ultra skinny. Like these are a real skinny jean. Like they fit me real snug. And what I have actually on today is a button front dress, which I've just tied to the back, but this actually is a dress. So one of the things you could do, I'm just not a fan of it, but you could button this dress up, I would almost say to here, and leave this kind of open so you can see your legs underneath. So you could button this up. I like to wear these zip front or button front dresses with something underneath with a necklace is how I like to do it. And I know I say this all the time, but I'm a very short girl. So, and I'm wearing something very long. So it's really important that you see my body underneath here. So I need to have something on that's a little bit more slim fitting, but this is just a dress. So be open-minded, girls. When you see these zippers, I'll give you an example. I've got a zipper front dress here, okay? So this actually could be worn open like I have done today. So zippers and buttons, girls, like be very open-minded to that kind of a thing. So let's talk about a dress. So in my opinion, if you're going to do it, especially if you're a shorter girl, if you're a taller girl, you'll be okay because you've got plenty of leg. But if you're a shorter girl, I would say if you're going to do that look, so here is a dress. So I've given you an example here. That dress, if you want to do it when it's, you know, like I've got a long button front dress, so I'm talking a shorter dress. If you're doing a shorter dress, it must be above the knee because otherwise it's going to look funny with a pant, okay? Doing a legging is a little bit different because the legging is real slim, and I've got a skinny jean. So I've got this fit and flare dress, so this is very snug on top and then it flares out. So then you want to do something very slim underneath. And then I've put a little jacket on top. So for it to look proper, this kind of a look of a dress, it needs to be above the knee. Even if you're a tall girl, I want it above the knee, or at least knee length. I'm going to give you another example. So for some ladies, they might say, I'm not comfortable to wear a jegging or a skinny jean. Can I still do it with a pair of pants? So I've given you an example here. So this is what I call a straight leg or even a cigarette pant. So this is going to stand away from the leg a little bit. So it's going to kind of skim the leg. I don't want it standing too far away from the leg, okay? So keep that in mind if you are maybe somebody who doesn't, you know, I have ladies say to me, I have a heavier calf, or I have a heavier, I don't like to show my knees, and so I don't therefore like a skinnier jean or a skinnier pant. So then you're going to get yourself what I call a cigarette pant that's kind of cropped and hitting you kind of at the ankle, and it's skimming the leg. However, in talking about that, there's also the question of, can I wear wider leg pants? So I've got a pair of beautiful satin, I call these more of a dress pant or a trouser. Okay, so I could not do this. I am too short, but a tall girl could definitely do this and wear a dress over top and do that kind of a look, okay? So you could do a dress with a wider leg pant, but I'm talking a girl that's probably 5'8" and taller. So you've got a lot of legs, so again, I'm wanting that dress to probably be around knee length. I don't want it below the knee, because otherwise the proportions aren't quite right. And then people might ask about footwear. That does come into play. So what I will say to you is, if you were wearing, somebody's hearting me, thank you for that. If you were wearing this with this pink pant underneath, proportion comes into play, and I know I've done it as a style tip, I'll come back to it another day, but proportion does become an issue. I wouldn't say to do a tall boot would be the best idea, because you're going to have this area here, so it's going to cut you off and make you look shorter and wider than you are. So proportion does come into play when you're doing this kind of a look. You'd be better off to be wearing a pump, a sandal, maybe a cute little sneaker. A beautiful high heel bootie would be fantastic. So you could do that kind of a look. So there's a lot to doing this kind of a look. There's a lot of different ways of doing it, but I just wanted to give you an example. I wanted to show you an example today. And again, I just want to say to you one more time about this. If it's a longer item, I'm a big fan of maybe buttoning it up and then having those bottom buttons, or if that zipper opens, having that open at the bottom so we can see your legs underneath there, that you've worn that with some sort of a denim. Okay, so I hope that helps. I have several ladies asking me for different style tips, so I'm probably going to answer another one of those questions for you next week. We would appreciate you to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to us on the YouTube channel. And I so appreciate all of you tuning in on Thursdays for the style tip. I love doing them. So everybody have a great day, and I'll see you next Thursday.